Now, there seems to be a bit of a renaissance and a resurgence of new Avatar content, specifically the Avatar The Last Airbender content and not the James Cameron Blue People content. It seems like we're getting a lot more shows, like the retelling of like the first three books and like Avatar, the Last Airbender, and maybe even like some movies with the new Earth Avatar coming forward soon, sometime later this year or later next year. We're also getting a animated movie with the adult gang of Avatar kids, and that's good. I mean, I grew up watching Avatar a lot. I think a lot of us has, and I think a lot of us hold the show in like extremely high regards, and rightfully so. The show is good. The characters are good. The Legend of Korra kind of fucked up, but hey, they're even getting like a bit of a reboot or a movie about the characters that happen in that show. As a matter of fact, they're going to make a new Avatar game as well, which is going to be extremely fun, and nothing's going to go wrong with it, and everything is going to be fine. And it's going to be releasing this year in fall on PlayStation. Except that's not true. Well, the part of it releasing in fall on PlayStation is true. However, the part that isn't true is the fact that this game is not going to be good, and I can already tell because of the gameplay and what they showed us in the trailer. I'm not really trying to be pessimistic or be rude or just have like that negative, dour, you know, idea that a lot of gamers or a lot of YouTubers or content creators like to have. But I grew up playing, well, not necessarily grew up playing, I have memories of me playing the older Avatar games that used to be on like PlayStation 2 back when the cases looked like shit because cases weren't as good as they are now. Essentially, it was like a retelling of the older books, the original Avatar: Last Airbender series, retold in a very poor way. You'll see what I mean in a second. I tried to make a video on the older Avatar games, but that really didn't go as planned because halfway through playing the game, the audio kind of fell through, and I wanted to play like the whole game, so that kind of didn't work out how it wanted to go. So, but here is a couple of the scenes that I probably played in here. Take some of this so you can see like me playing the old games, emulated, of course. It's a shame. I really wanted to actually play that as like a full, or make that into an entire video. Oh, wait, you just was he?
You children are infuriating. Do you know how much God costs?
Okay. Oh, he actually fights pretty cool, if I'm not gonna lie. But you never even fight this guy, or they never fight this guy. They fight his fucking daughter after accidentally stealing his son.
You could use some help.
Jet! Just when I thought things couldn't get worse.
What the fuck?
It's okay.
Jet was
I'm on your
never
side.
in the swamp.
Let's finish these guys and then talk.
You
I'm
better
about-
have something good to say.
I'm about to finish this.
Come to cause trouble for
It's a
more
really good
innocent
question.
people.
What is he doing here?
Tara, I've changed. I swear. I was a troubled person and I let my anger get out of control.
They haven't even
Girl,
met
put that
Toph
all
yet.
behind me.
You're supposed to be
Why should I
boss and
trust
say.
you? You've lied.
I mean, yeah, I guess that worked for the time because, you know, back then gaming, if you had like a character that looked even remotely like a human, it was considered an innovation. So it looked great for the time, but why does it not look any better when it comes to this newer form or this newer game rather that's going to be on PlayStation? PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, yet this looks like a very old flash computer game that you would play when you're at school and you're not supposed to be on that and you're supposed to be taking a test, but you already passed the test, but the teachers don't already know that, so they kick you out the class in the first place and you go home, you cry, but you don't tell your parents, nor do you show the fact that you cry, and you still pass the test, so it doesn't really matter. As a matter of fact, while we're on the topic of playing games and computer games and stuff like that. They actually have a computer game where you used to play as like you get to create your own bender, and then your bender has of course, the abilities of the tribe that you choose to come from. Anybody remember that? You know, you used to hold down space bars and do like big moves. You're firebender, you're like a lightning. If you're airbender, I forget what airbender does. If you're water, you just throw like knives out, like you do in the older game. You stand in place and you throw the knives out, or the water, whatever. Like that one Wii game for Legend of Korra that I didn't play, but I saw footage of. That's gonna play almost exactly like the new game that we have coming out. So if we have all this interesting stuff, all this new stuff coming out for Avatar, all the things that are gonna make the game or the franchise of Avatar a whole lot better and more interesting, especially for us who wants to see more of it, well then why can't they just make a really good open world experience type of game and not necessarily have it exclusive for PlayStation? I like PlayStation. I think PlayStation is great. I just feel like a game like that should technically be on all platforms. Yes, even Xbox, sadly enough. It says play the legend. We've already seen it. We've already played this like several times over. It says unlock the mysteries. It's very mysterious, and I wish to unlock the reason why they made this game look so janky. I mean, of course, it's probably like still playable. It's just like a playtest or whatever. That shit looked terrible. I saw The Rock wibble and wobble. Like, this is like the gaming equivalent of the live action movie. I'm actually going to go out on a limb and say that the live action movie is probably going to be better than this game.